So today we are going to do a very special reading that is connected to our past lives, and we will see what we were and who we were and how our souls was in our past lives and why we have incarnated on this earth again, what karmic lessons we still have to learn, what karmic bonds we still have, and just let's see how our lives are. Okay, so let's begin. So take your time, close your eyes, focus on these piles, and see which piles you are most drawn to. And it's possible that you can choose more than one piles, or you can just watch all three of them. Okay, so close your eyes and focus on these piles. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Hello, my pile number 1. So let's begin with you. Let's see who you were in your past life and what other messages we have for you. Okay, so pile 1. Okay. So I'm feeling that most of you were in the service industry, or somehow you served other people. Okay, or maybe in this lifetime you are related to the service industry. Okay, and let's see, some of you could be in medical profession as well. Okay, like nurses and social workers. Okay, where this service, this sense of service to others is very strong. Okay, and I'm seeing you conducting a group and teaching people about themselves, their soul, as a spiritual teacher, and as a social worker, you know, you are somehow teaching people about their well-being, about their physical health, about you know, how to live life mindfully. Okay, pile number 1. So who you were in your past life, who you were, something. Now we have incarnated many times on this earth, so we are focusing here on those lifetimes, or especially if you know, we'll see what messages come through, or one lifetime that is relevant to your this current life, and something, you know, that you still carry in your mind, body, soul, and there are some karmic lessons. Okay, so who you were in your past life, my pile number 1. Some of you could be in army, serving your nation. The source, beautiful. Okay, so you were very celebrated, and people really appreciated your works, your talents, and the way you handle things, or the way you taught others about themselves. Okay, so if you are a spiritual teacher or some kind of life coach, or somehow you helped others, You were very respected for that. And most of you were related to health, especially mental health field. Okay, where you taught others about their mental health and their issues. You talked about something that was taboo at that period of time. Okay, and I mean it's still very much taboo, you know, talking about mental health problems, and nobody really comes forward saying that, oh, okay, I'm, you know, suffering from some mental condition and I need help. Or if it's just I'm very stressed, I need to you know, go and see a counselor or a psychologist. Nobody does that even today. So you know, back at that time, when you talked about this mental health, it was quite a taboo at then. Okay, but still people loved you. You were very respected and you were very celebrated in your community, and people loved you, and you were a leader of your clan. Who you were in your past life? My pile number 1, who you were in your past life. Who you were in your past life. I'm getting this message connecting to flowers. Maybe you used flowers and different herbs for making medicines. Okay. Do you use them as natural remedy? Who you were in your past life. Yes, you worked in a community, in your community. You worked for people. You were in service of others. Okay? And I'm seeing you like working very hard for others. You know, you knew that this was your life purpose, and you took that leadership role in with very proud. Okay, and you helped a lot of people, and that had given you a deep sense of satisfaction and a kind of fulfillment. Okay, wow, this is powerful. Pile number 1. So please let me know in comments if this resonates with you, if you are still in this lifetime in some kind of service to others, and especially if you work in a mental health field. Okay, because in this the past life, you definitely worked in your community and you told them about their well-being, and especially about, you know, spiritual and their mental health. Okay, let's see what else. So why you have incarnated again on this earth? You did a wonderful job. You helped, you served your community, and you felt fulfilled, you felt satisfied. There was emotional containment for you in your past life, and people appreciated you and your contribution to the community, to the society. Okay, so why have you incarnated again in this lifetime? What is your unfinished business or unfinished karma? Okay. And you definitely ran a group. You definitely ran a group. Now, it could be a support group or it could be a spiritual group. Okay. So what is your unfinished karma in this lifetime? Pile number 1. Okay. So you still need to carry on your community work. Okay. And somehow I'm seeing here in this lifetime you may not be very active, okay, or the way you did in your past life. Okay, in this life maybe you have felt a kind of lethargy or something, something, maybe you are not very much motivated towards doing this community work, or really forming a group, or telling people about their well-being, or any such thing, that maybe you're not feeling very much drawn towards your community or community building. Okay, so that is your unfinished, or let's say something that you are carrying from your past life. That is your karma. Okay, you have to do in this lifetime as well something that that can be your soul contract. Okay, like when the time of incarnation, as they say, we souls, we as souls, we have our own contracts, like what kind of work we do, who our parents will be, who our siblings will be, okay, and who are friends and family, and everything, we decide everything before we reincarnate here. So this was in your soul contract, that you continue working for your community and helping them, serving them, but somehow you are not doing it in this lifetime. You are not feeling very much motivated towards it, okay, and you're trying to control it. Maybe you are in a different mindset in this lifetime. You are in a different mindset, and it's more like gaining the materialistic comfort in your life, or gaining the comfort and luxury, and you feel like this is what matters most in this life, and you are in a way ignoring that your leadership qualities, or that desire to work for others, or being service at others. Okay, so this is your higher calling, and if and you are ignoring it in a way. Okay, let's see what else. What unfinished business or karma you have in this lifetime? My pile number 1. Yes. So while doing all of these community work in your past lives, the way you served your people, and you had a kind of spiritual inclination, okay, and in this lifetime your unfinished karma is to find that calling again, and this is not going to happen in a gradual way. This will be sudden, and something will happen that will trigger you trigger your desire to work for your community, or to find your true purpose in life. And I'm seeing you as being in this lifetime, being drawn towards more of the luxury, and finding more material things. Okay, and all of a sudden something will happen in your life, and that will push you in a way, like if you're standing at a big tower, and just somebody comes from behind and just give you a big push, and while falling down from that big tower or big building, there will be a lot of triggers in your mind, in your body, in your soul, and it's like spiritual awakening. okay? But it will be very sudden for you, okay? And you need to find your nurturing qualities back again, pile number one. And after that, when you have this spiritual realization, this spiritual awakening, you will find yourself doing more of this on being on this path of finding yourself, and you will be doing more of the meditation. And I'm seeing after that you are losing interest in all of these material things and of all of these luxuries of life where you were invested before before this awakening, okay? So this is about your current life, okay? So this is your unfinished karma, unfinished business from your past life, where you really worked hard for your community and you were loved. You worked as a spiritual teacher. You told people about their mental health, their spiritual health, okay? You were definitely a leader of some sort in your past life, okay? And in this life you will find that again, but at this moment you are not there, okay? So what else should we know about your past life? What is helping you? What is that quality? What is those good karma you have from your past life that is helping you in this life, okay? Pile number one. What is your good karma that is helping you in this life and that will help you further to realize your destiny? Okay. What is your good karma from your past life? Beautiful. Your purity. You definitely did some really wonderful job in your past life. Pile one. And the emotional quality you had in your past life, which was very pure, and people looked up at you with a lot of admiration, with a lot of um, um, inspiration, and with a lot of hope. And the way you handled yourself, the way you presented yourself in your pure light, that light is still within you, okay? And even if when you are in that material frame of mind, even then you really shine, okay? You just have to remind yourself, and something will happen that will remind you of your this wonderful shine, and something or somebody will definitely give you a big push okay, to remind you yourself of that the great awareness you once had, okay? So this is your quality, this is your wonderful quality of having those angelic innocence, that pureness of heart, okay? That is still within you. And from your past life there is one particular relationship. This could be your soulmate, your twin flame, okay? That is going to help you. So let me see who is that soulmate is. Your soulmate. You have one special connection with somebody, okay, who helped you, or you both did this wonderful community job, wonderful this work together in the past life, and you both have incarnated again in this life, and this is most likely be your partner, or your if you're married, it could be your partner, or this could be some kind of love relationship. Okay, that person is in your past life, and you both together did this leadership work, where you taught others about their spirituality and their well-being. Okay. Wow, that was lovely reading, my pile number one. So please do let me know in the comment section below how this reading resonates with you. And I will see you again with your next reading. Okay? Bye bye. Hey, my pile number two. So let's see what your past life reading brings here, and who you were in your past life, what you did, and what unfinished business you have still, or what unfinished karma you have in this life. Okay, and I'm going to begin with this. So as I was focusing on your pile number two, I had this very beautiful image of you being as very creative artist. Okay, and as if it was those ancient times where you are in a king's castle or something, in a big fort. Okay, and like a big palace or something, and you are working freely. Okay, and you had this freedom of expression, so you did not belong to any community, you did not belong to any specific group. It's like the way we say somebody is working as a freelancer. So in those ancient times, you worked as a freelancer. Okay, and some of you did music, and this music thing is coming very strongly for you. And painting, some of you did painting, and I'm seeing you doing a lot of murals, like wall paintings. Okay, and do let me know in the comment section. Okay, if this resonates with you, if you're still drawn to music or paintings, or even writing. Okay, creative writing. And we will see pile number two. Messenger. Somehow you were messenger of something. Messenger of something. A free soul. Okay, you were a free soul. You had this artistic, creative expression, and wow. So who you were in your past life, my pile number two. Who you were in your past life. Yes, messenger. Wow. Who you were in your past life. Pile number two. Who you were in your past life. And some of you could be dancer as well, and you did performances for the people, and for in the royal court. Okay, Okay, so here is a very female energy is very strong. So it's possible that in your past life you were a female artist, okay, working as like a dancer for the for the royal court or something, okay, and somebody who was a free thinker. You started something, okay, you started something, you were pioneer of something that wasn't a norm before you started, okay, and you were very intuitive, you were connected to your angels, you were connected to the source, the guidance, okay, the divine guidance. And some of you could really could connect with your angels or spirit guides, and literally could talk to them, okay. And you were magical. Pile number 2, you were magical because of your creativity. You had this wonderful creativity within you, okay. You were very intuitive, and some of you could be an intuitive reader as well, you know, an intuitive reader, and you had this ability of remote viewing, you just you could just close your eyes and maybe you could astral travel, or you could see far away things, okay. Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? And you had a very strong soulmate connection with somebody in your past life. A very, very strong. It's like a twin flame connection. Yes, it is a twin flame connection. Wow. And it's possible that both of you were in the same line of work. Like if, like both of you were creative, you did a lot of creative things, and both of you were, were pioneer of something very beautiful, something very creative, very artistic, and it was never done before. Something that was never done before. And you come from a very abundant, very rich legacy. Okay? Wow, that's amazing. Okay. Let's see. So who you were, pile number 2, and what you did. Wow. Yes, you were a very mysterious soul. You were very intuitive, and you could be, possibly have some psychic abilities as well. And do let me know if you are, still drawn to these things, or you still have those abilities. And if you are a creative and very imaginative, okay? You did some wonderful creative things in your past life. And you definitely have a twin flame, soulmate connection. Wow. So, what unfinished lesson, what unfinished karma you bring in this lifetime from your past life? Okay? What is your karmic lessons? What is your karmic lessons? Balance, balance. Okay, so these are your karmic lessons. Somehow you feel a desire to go to extremes, okay? Somehow you feel that if you want to satisfy yourself, you will get this satisfaction only when you go to extremes. Okay, this could relate to anything. Even if you are working, you are a workaholic. If you are, partying, you party hard. If you are drinking, you're drinking too much. If you're eating, you eat too much. Okay, if you're sleeping, you sleep too much. So this is your balance. Okay, in this life, you need to learn about staying balanced. Okay, and something that you worked in your past life, you did some wonderful things in your past life in the creative world. In this life, you have to, continue your legacy, but somehow either you're not doing it or you still have to realize that destiny. Okay, you have to finish those things that you're destined for. Okay, my pile number 2. You are spending too much time with your social connections, maybe partying too much, or working too much, or making connections, like social connections, too much. Maybe it's a social media, or actually meeting up with people and spending a lot of time together and forming groups, just being very active in your social life. So in this life, you need to stay away a little bit. Okay, so some of you who are already doing that, so you are on your path. If you are staying away from a lot of social activities, you are on your path. And if you're not doing that, then this is your lesson. Learn to spend time by yourself and learn how you can be satisfied in your own company. This is your life lesson. You do not need others. You do not need social distractions. You do not need others' validation, others' approval. So you could feel happy and satisfied in your life. Okay? You need to find your creative talents. Okay? And that definitely you have, because in the past lives you have done some wonderful creative jobs. Okay, so you have to find that creative talent, and you need to work on that. Okay, and especially writing, most of you must have felt an urge or a desire to write something, maybe write some articles, write poems, or write your own book. Okay, so this is your lesson. You could do that. This is in your DNA. Okay, my pile number 2. And internet is going to be very important in your destiny, in a way that whatever you do will be recognized through the internet or the social media. Okay, but you do not waste time, like you're wasting time on the social media and this thing. First you have to work on yourself, build something, create something. Okay, and then you can use the internet, to advertise your work or to find that fame. Okay, and you are destined to be very famous. Pile number 2. You are destined to be very famous and to be known as worldwide. That's why I'm saying internet. Okay, because internet is a very strong tool in this world. If you want to famous, or you want to reach masses, or you want to reach a lot of number of people, you need internet. Okay, wow. Especially writing. Write something and get it published. You will definitely gain that fame which you are destined for. Even if you're not looking for a fame, it is in your destiny, it is in your DNA. Okay, so what else? So what is helping you from your past life in this life? What is it that is helping you or pushing you on your path? What is it? Your destiny. You will find that over a period of time in your life, like from time to time, you encounter some really fated events, okay? Something that you do not expect, and just it happens in your life, okay? And it's not just, one-off thing. It just keeps happening. You are one of those people who encounter unexpected things like all the time in their lives. There is no explanation for that, but it's just, we can say, oh, it was fated. Okay? So you may find yourself that destiny is driving you somewhere. Okay? So that is coming from your past life. And what else is helping you in this current life from your past life? What is it? Your communication. Beautiful. Wow. Okay. So this was one thing, like fated events, fated accidents, okay, that help you push forward on your spiritual journey, okay. And there is something, you have you have a very sharp mind. You are very intellectual, and there is very strong possibility that you could be a writer, or have a flair for writing, okay. You could be a very good writer, very analytical, and you're very good with words. You can express yourself beautifully expressions, and you're very clear, very concise, and you are, your words are perfect. Your words are perfect. Okay. So this is coming from your past life, and you have this ability to see through things, to see through people and their intentions. And in your past life you had some kind of mystical talents, and you could be a psychic, you were an intuitive, okay. So in this life, you still can, read people very well. You just have one look at somebody and you know why they are talking to you. Okay, what do they want? What their intentions are? Whether they can be relied on or not. Okay? And there is a big transformation coming for you. Big transformation. It's like life and rebirth. Okay? So something will be dead in your life, some part of yourself or some patterns, the way you have been living your life, something will be dead, and you will reborn again with a new identity, with a new, a sense of purpose. Okay, you will find your life purpose, and you will, follow that. Okay, and this will be this will lead you towards abundance, of course, and something that will make you self-employed. Okay, so this could be like if you go into a writing field, so you could really find yourself in some kind of writing job, or something that you can do it as a freelancer maybe. Okay, because that you have been doing in your past life. Okay, so or whatever field, even if you're not in a writing field, you can be self-employed and can find your abundance. Okay, and what else? Pile number 2. I think that's all. Okay, I think I'll end this reading here. So please let me know if this reading resonates with you, and I'll see you next time with your next reading. Okay, bye bye. Hello, my pile number 3. So, if you have chosen this pile, we are going to see what and who you were in your past life, and what you did in your past life, and what unfinished business or unfinished karma you carry in this lifetime. Okay, and we will see what messages comes through as well. Okay, so let's begin, shall we? And I'm going to begin with this. So, pile number 3. Let me see. Okay. Wow. So I'm getting a vision of moving planets, or maybe you studied astronomy or astrology or something about space or planets. You studied them, okay, and a lot of calculations. You did a lot of calculations in your past life. Maybe you studied mathematics. Okay, some of you could have studied mathematics, because I'm seeing a lot of moving planets and galaxies and space. So maybe some of you could have studied astronomy or astrology. Okay. So my pile number 3. Wow, that was a very powerful image. Who you were in your past life. Pile number 3. Who you were in your past life. Some of you practiced witchcraft as well. Maybe you were interested in the mystical world. Okay. Spell casting. Wow, you were, maybe some of you were a powerful witch. Okay. If you were a female, you were a powerful witch. So this pile has energy of being female or passive, or like the female energies are. So most likely you were a female in your past life. Okay, and you were a very powerful female. Like, you practiced magic, you did spell casting, and if you were a male, you could have studied astronomy or astrology, and you did a lot of calculations. Okay, or if you are a female, you could have done a lot of calculations as well. Okay, just that this pile has a lot of female energy. Okay, so most likely you were a female. Okay, wow. And you could be and you belonged to a very royal family. Okay, you could be a princess, or somebody from an elite group, or from very upper classes. Okay, you belong to very upper classes, and you had this mystery side of yours that maybe you did not share it to everybody, and very obvious reason, because it was not very popular. I mean, it's still not very popular if you say I am a witch or I practice magic. Okay. Okay, so maybe in that lifetime you did that too. You practiced magic, you were a magical witch, you had this knowledge of mystical world. Okay, and you could really cast spells. Wow. Who you were in your past life. Pile number 3. Who you were in your past life. I'm seeing you walking through a beautiful garden. Maybe if you were a princess, you had a beautiful garden, and you used to walk in that garden. It's full of flowers and trees and a lot of nature. You did a lot of horse riding. Okay? And if you still find it very attractive, that could be a sign that this message is for you. Okay? Please let me know in the comment section, okay? If you practice these things or somehow you are drawn towards these things, okay? So who you were in your past life? Pile number 3. You definitely had this mystical knowledge. Okay, you could create things. You could create things. And you knew about your past lives. Even in your past life, you knew about your other past lives. Okay, you were into that field. You had that knowledge. Okay, and you had this deep consciousness. You had this deep consciousness about your source, where your soul is coming from, and how many times you have reincarnated on this earth or somewhere else. Okay, you had this deep knowledge, and you helped others about it, but somehow you were not very open. Okay, you were not open, like in these days, like we are doing psychic readings and tarot readings, so we can say openly, but in that time you did not shared this knowledge openly, but secretly you had very deep knowledge about these things, and you could really create magic, or you could really manifest things into reality. You were the creator itself. Wow, that is very amazing. You were creator itself. You could create things. You could create magic just out of blue. Wow, you were very powerful. Pile number 3, you were magical, you were very powerful, you had deep knowledge. You had deep knowledge about spirituality, about esoteric, about planets, about galaxies, about space, okay, about other galaxies. Wow. And there is a desire of clinging to the past, okay? You loved your past. In the past, you have, such a beautiful life, you have these magical abilities, and that's why you really, you had this tendency to cling to the past. Wow. Okay, so what lessons you have to learn in this lifetime? What unfinished business you still have in this lifetime that is, connected to your past life? What unfinished business you have? What karma you have? My pile number 3. Okay. Relationships. So in the past life, when you had a very powerful status, okay, maybe as a princess, as a queen, as a member of an elite group, or very coming from a very upper class, and having that deep and very powerful knowledge, somehow you were you came off as a little rude, if I say in plain words. So you have broken many hearts, okay? there were many suitors in your past life that really wanted to, have you, really wanted to spend their life with you, and you were somehow, I wouldn't say too proud, but somehow you were, you did not accept them, you did not accept anybody. You did not accept anybody. You did not think that they were of your level, okay? And you could not find your perfect match. So in your quest to find that perfect match, you have hurt many people, maybe. You have hurt many people. You have, some disappointed some of the very sincere, some of the very genuine people, though you did unknowingly. And even if you knew that you're doing that, you were just fine with it, okay? Because you had this proud feeling that, oh, they do not deserve me, okay? I'm way beyond to their I'm way beyond to, I'm just, they're not in my league, okay? So in this lifetime, you have um, you have carried this karma of, a lot of rejection, a lot of betrayal, or getting this heartbroken feeling over and over again. And do let me know if you have, found in this lifetime that, people betray you, or, people disappoint you. You get disappointment in your love relationships, okay? So this is very possible that it's coming from your past life, because you have done this many times to the people um, who sincerely, who wanted you, okay, who were genuine people. So in this lifetime, they are back in your life to bully you, okay? It doesn't sound right, but I'm seeing this in this present lifetime. There is a trend in your life that you find such people that bully you, you find such people that are rude to you, you find such people that break your heart, okay? They betray your yeah, they betray your feelings, okay? And especially it is true in one soulmate relationship, okay? You must have a very difficult relationship with somebody uh, over a period of time. This could be an off and on relationship. You guys come together, and then something happens, and you fight over something, and then you separate your ways, and then after some time you get back together again, and then again those things, struggles, those fights, and those things, accusations, and a lot of verbal fight happens again. And you part your ways, and then you get back together. So this has been a cycle, and this is your karma that you are carrying from your past life, okay? So this is one cycle that needs to be broken, or you will finish your cycle in this lifetime. Yes, you will do that. And when you do that, this will be a catalyst to your spiritual awakening, okay? In this lifetime, I don't know how you are right now, if you have any spiritual belief or you are on a spiritual path, but especially this relationship is meant to, push you towards that path of self-realization or self-enlightenment, okay? You would realize what is your life purpose is. You would realize why you have been facing all these struggles, especially communication struggles, like having these fight with people, with friends, with family, with romantic partners. You will find clarity on this. Wow. And you are meant to be very wise in this lifetime. But before you gain that wisdom, before you become that divine feminine that you were before, but somehow you did the bad karma, and you have to pay for that bad karma in this lifetime. After that you will gain your the status of this this divine feminine. Okay, beautiful. So what is helping you? What is helping you in finding your life purpose? Okay, something that is connected to your past life. Pile number 3. What is it that you brought in this lifetime from your past life, and which is helping you? What is it helping you? What is it helping you? Okay. Beautiful. So somehow the deep knowledge you had in your past life, you still have this unique ability to have this different perspective on things. Like you could see things in a new light. Okay, if something something like bad happens with you, somebody for example, somebody breaks your heart, so you have this ability to see not just in a traditional way, oh that is the bad person who broke my heart, and you have this ability to really find a new perspective about it. Or maybe you could see for example, you could see that maybe you can see like, oh maybe I have done something. Okay, because as they say, it takes two to tango. So maybe I have done something as well here, so which is not a very popular thing. Okay, nobody accept their mistake in if anything bad happens, everybody try to be, oh that person was a villain, he or he broke my heart. Okay, and I'm the victim here. So you don't do that. Okay, you have this ability of looking things at a different perspective. Okay, or in a new light. Or if something bad happens, so you could see that, oh that was for good, because it made way for something good in my life. Okay, so my pile number 3, you have this ability to bring law and order in a conflicting situation. Okay, for example, if a group of people having a fight, so you are the one who can really exercise your authority, and you can tell them, whatever guys you are fighting for, okay, this is what going to happen, and it happens. And you have gained this ability from your past life, where you were possibly a king, a queen, or you came from a very elite background. Okay, so what else is helping you in this lifetime that is related to your past life? That is a free spirit and communication. Yes, obviously you had a very good communication, and in this life you have that good communication, and a very powerful. Okay, so you have this ability to really exercise your authority over people, and people are most likely to accept that. Okay, because you come off as a very strong person, but not forcefully strong. Okay, your strength come from the powerful aura you have around you, and there is something about you very powerful. Okay. And you are free spirited. Okay. So this is what you have carried from your past life in this life. Okay. And I think I will end this reading here. So please let me know how this reading resonates with you. And I will see you next time with your next reading. Okay. Bye bye.